Aquarius, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Aquarius this week? Firstly, you had the Four of Pentacles come out and the Sun card, beautiful. Then you have the Seven of Wands, which is very good. I like the Seven of Wands at the moment for some reason. It's very fierce, very protective, very like resilient. They also had the Fool card come out just then too as I was talking. So Four of Pentacles firstly, I'll talk you through these cards and then clarify so we can get more in depth as to why they've come out for you. Four of Pentacles is kind of stubborn energy sometimes, not a bad thing, but it's energy of being, again, protective like the Seven of Wands, and also things happening in waves in a way, like things happening in excess. So you're either, let's say this is money just because it's pentacles, so it can be money but it doesn't have to be. You're either being way too careful with your money or you give it away. And you kind of are happening in waves, and it could be more about your time. You could be like very generous with giving people your time and your energy and your company, and then the next minute you're like, whoa, pull back, don't do that again. My time is my own, I'm going to be selfish, I'm going to spend this on my own. It's like you're going from one extreme to the other in a way, in something, and I'm going to clarify it later on and find out why that's coming out. Then you have the Sun card. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck, and it brightens up all the other cards around it when it's out. So that means whatever I was talking about before is nothing heavy. Whatever it is you're giving excess of, it's nothing serious because you have the Sun right next to it brightening it up. So it's light-hearted. It's it could be anything. It could be, oh, I don't eat lollies or candy, they're bad for me, and the next minute, oh gosh, I ate the whole packet. Like, it's one extreme or the other. With the Sun card, there's something really happy. There's something really happy coming in this week. Something very joyful, very like, something could be exposed or a truth could come to light with the Sun, but it's something very warm and very, the Sun is actually coming to, the Sun is setting and it's shining onto the Sun card on the desk, so that's cool. But there's something very joyful and happy and light-hearted coming in this week for you. Then you have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is protective, fierce energy, not just of yourself but also others around you. You're very much like, I don't know why, I feel as if some of you, it's like your eyes are everywhere. Like you're trying to look for problems before they happen, you're trying to prevent things from happening to others around you, you want to kind of safeguard something or someone. You're like, how can I protect myself before something happens? Like, I don't know, some of you, it's just preparing for the worst, hoping for the best kind of energy. Then you have the Fool card, and the Fool is a new journey beginning, so that's a really cool card to have with the Sun right now. And the Seven of Wands, you're setting off. Also noticing, look at these two cards, they're looking very similar, right? He's got the way they're holding those sticks. There's just something here where you're going off on a new journey, preparing for the worst, expecting the best, right? You're not being silly, you're not being delusional or naive, you're not being overly optimistic, you're just hoping. You're choosing to see the best possibilities and also look out for yourself along the way. There's a really beautiful energy around this, but you're like keeping a positive mindset whilst also staying grounded in reality and knowing that, like, I don't know, there's a beautiful energy here. Also, there's something very courageous about the Fool card, because you don't know what this new path will bring you, whatever it is you're setting off on, but you're having the courage to jump and trust that your wings will catch you, right, on the way down. So whatever this is to do with, there's a very positive energy around your whole reading right now, and it feels very new, and it feels like courage and perseverance is coming in very strong. If there could even be a sense of perseverance to start something, like it could be the very start of something that is the hardest part, and you're like, oh, is the rest of it going to be this hard? It's not. It's just the initial jump, the initial leap of faith, the initial, maybe it's even about telling your friends or family you want to do something. Sometimes that's the scariest part, and then the rest is easy, right? There's just something about you having the courage to move forward. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles, Two of Wands. You have a choice. And you know how I said excess, like excess? With the Four of Pentacles, you're either giving a lot or you pull back and you don't want to give it all. You're either spending all your money or you're saving it all. And it's like one extreme to the other. Two of Wands is also very similar because it's one thing or the other, one thing or the other. So this could also be you kind of figuring out who you should invest in. And you're like, I don't want to waste my time. But there could be a sense of actually, like if this is about relationships, people, friendships, social groups, and you're like, oh, I don't know which way to go, which direction to go. Something where it's like, try them. I don't know why it's coming in. I'm getting like wedding cakes, and you're taste testing the wedding cakes for some reason. You're like, I don't know which direction to go. Do I get the chocolate one or the lemon? I don't know what to do. Try them both, and like you don't know till you try, because some of you are trying to take a step back and not waste time, but you're wasting more time by trying to figure something out without all the facts, and you're going to get more facts when you try. When you actually, if this is people, give the people a shot. Taste test them. Weird thing to say, but you know what I mean. Clarifying the Sun. If it's about a job, try it, and you have 2 job offers and you're like, I don't want to waste my time. You're not going to waste your time. You're actually going to find out a lot either way. Clarify the Sun. It's almost like someone wants you to do a trial at a job. Come for a week, and you're like, oh, that's a week wasted. And it's like, no, it's not. In the long run, give it, like some of you already maybe know which way you're leaning. If there's 2 jobs, you're like, nah, it's this one. But the other place is like, give us a week trial, and you're like, it could be a waste of my time because I want to get going with this. A week is nothing in the grand scheme of things. If you're a little bit unsure, take the trial too. Like, I don't know if that's a possibility. Trust your gut. And if your gut is unsure, it's for a reason, right? Clarifying the Sun, you have the 9 of Pentacles, which is financial independence, abundance, being able to look after yourself without needing anyone's help, right? Knight of Wands with the Magician. There's also something you're manifesting, because I feel as if you're manifesting wealth and independence. But you're also manifesting that coming in through a stream of income that you're very excited and passionate towards, because the Knight of Wands is very fiery and very passionate and excited, and almost like when you meet someone and they're full of life, and you can just tell that they spend their time doing things they love and enjoy, and like you can just see in their eyes that they're not bored. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. And there's just this energy now coming in with the Sun card and the Knight of Wands, where you're going to be that person. You're going to be the one that's full of life and excited again, and you're manifesting a way of having financial independence and having money, but it's coming through something you are loving doing and excited to do. Clarifying the 7 of Wands. You have the 8 of Swords, sorry. 8 of Swords is feeling trapped when you're not trapped. I feel as if some of you with the 7 of Wands are actually aware of that. You're like, I know I'm not as trapped as I feel I am. I know I'm not stuck here. I know I can move. And that might be why the 7 of Wands is here, because I feel as if you're very self-aware. And you're like, well, my brain is telling me I have nowhere to go. I have no other options. I know that there's places I can go. I know that there is things I can do to change my situation. And I'm going to start doing them. Like, there's just a fierce look in this person's eye, where you're like, yes, I know. Like, if this card had come out on its own, I'd be like telling you, you're not as trapped as you feel you are. With this card, I feel like you are aware. You already know, and you're looking ahead now. You still feel like this for this to come out. You still feel like this sometimes. Like you don't have any other options, and you're stuck where you are, and you're waiting for someone else to somehow change your story in some way. And then the 7 of Wands, you're like, actually no, this is my 7 of Wands. I can look out for myself, and I'm going to change the story now. I'm going to move it. And there's something where you have this like fiery persistence of like, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to look out for myself because I trust myself more than anyone else. Like, I love that energy. Clarify the Fool card. You have the Nine of Swords with the Fool. Like I said, Fool card, very courageous, very brave. You don't know what's coming. Nine of Swords. Feel the fear and do it anyway. There's a jump you're taking, there's a leap of faith, and the scariest part might even be just that first step, and then the rest of it is going to be the journey, right? It's going to be full of ups and downs, and that's going to be the way life rolls. But you need to have the courage to take that leap of faith, and I feel as if you are. You're doing something even if it scares the living crap out of you, because you know it's important to you, you know it excites you, you know you're meant to do it. Even if it's like, oh, people might laugh, I might make a fool of myself, right? But I have to do this. I'm here to live my life, not avoid being laughed at. There's something where you're like not afraid, but you're not afraid of a fear. You're not afraid to do what scares you, is what I'm trying to say. Some people avoid it at all costs, and they stay where it's comfortable, and they stay where it's safe, and they stay where no one's going to judge them, and you're choosing not to do that. You're choosing to risk being made a fool of because it will be happy. The Sun card here, the Magician, there's so much happiness on the other side of your fear. Feel the fear and do it anyway. It's kind of like your motto this week. I love that. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Told Tarot Tuesdays.